All right, good evening, everyone. A few of us here in Western Washington are going to be down here in Soto, and we have the Mariners who are going to be playing, and also the Sounders, which have a match coming in at 7:30 later on tonight. It's going to be a cooler one, temperatures in the low 60s, dropping down into the 50s, and maybe more of a partly cloudy sky as opposed to more of the clear skies we've been seeing for the past few nights. And the high today made it up to 64. You can see that number's still cooler than normal. We topped or bottomed out around 50 degrees this morning, so our numbers are cooler than normal, and it's been more of a cooler end to the month as opposed to what we saw during the middle of the month, and that's going to bring down some of those averages here, what we're going to talk about here coming up later in the show. But overlooking Seattle, you can see skies partly cloudy. We definitely have more of that gloomy look right now as temperatures are starting to come back down from that high of 64 down to 62 in Seattle. We're sitting at 60 in Bremerton, 63 in Shelton, and a lot of those 60s farther to the north. No worries about any rain really falling from any of those clouds. We're going to keep things dry yet again. What's going to change over these next few days, though, is that we're going to see this area of low pressure start to take over a little bit. High pressure is going to start to nudge in, and that's going to bring in more of a southwesterly flow as opposed to just a westerly flow, which we've been seeing, and that will help to erode away some of these clouds that we've been noticing here for the past few mornings. Still expecting to see some here as we head on into the night. This is 10:30. You can see some of those around parts of Puget Sound, maybe a little bit of that cloud coverage, too, to start off Thursday. Later on into the morning, as opposed to it being generally cloudy here across most of western Washington, we're going to see things actually clear out fairly nicely, and then we'll get into the afternoon and the evening. We'll stay fairly clear, and we'll keep a lot of those clear skies on into the earlier part of your Friday too, which will warm us up quite a bit more. It looks like by that time we're going to see widespread 70s as opposed to only maybe a few spotty 70s heading on into the day tomorrow. As far as lows tonight, some clearer skies and more that chillier air mass drops us back down into a lot of the 40s, some low 40s as a matter of fact, around Mason County, Thurston County, eastern parts of Grays Harbor County too, and we're still going to be cooler, but still not quite as cool up across parts of King County. Then tomorrow's highs, we top off in the mid 60s. This is up by about 3, 4, 5 degrees here in Bellingham, 68 in Linden, topping off at 67 in Mount Vernon, 66 in Tulalip. The farther south you go, this is where we have the opportunity of maybe seeing some of those 70s, like in Bellevue and Renton, 68 in Seattle, Bremerton topping off at 68 degrees. South Sound seeing highs in more of the upper 60s to lower 70s down across these parts with a good amount of sunshine ahead. Now, the forecast as we get closer to the coast will be a bit cooler as we keep more than onshore flow going. So 50s and 60s expected there. Your forecast here into the next 7 days showing you that steady but kind of gradual warm up that we're going to see with more of the low 70s around. So we'll stay fairly comfortable Friday on through the weekend, starting to crank up the heat a little bit heading on into Monday up to 75 degrees. And then we'll feel more of that heat heading on into next Tuesday and Wednesday with highs returning back into the 80s.